Hello everyone and a very warm welcome to English Listening and Speaking Practice YouTube channel, your daily space for improving your language skills. My name is Zara, and I'll be your conversation partner today. I'm so glad you've chosen to spend this time with me today. We are going to dive into a long, relaxed, and practical English conversation. Think of this as a 2-hour session where you and I will talk together, just like friends. We'll keep it calm, casual, and friendly. There's no need to feel any pressure about making mistakes, speaking perfectly, or finding the right words quickly. The only goal here is to listen, to speak, and to become more comfortable with English. So, please, find a comfortable spot. Pour yourself a cup of coffee, tea, or get a glass of water. You can sit, stand, or even lie down. This is your dedicated time to practice without judgment. I will speak slowly and clearly, so you can catch every word. You can repeat my sentences, answer my questions, or simply listen and absorb the language. I will often ask you questions. When I do, I encourage you to answer out loud. It might feel strange at first to talk to yourself, but it is one of the most effective ways to build fluency and confidence. Are you ready? Let's begin. Let's start by getting to know each other. I'll go first, and then you can introduce yourself. My name is Zara. I am a language coach and content creator. I am passionate about helping people connect with the world through language. In my free time, I love photography, hiking in the countryside, and trying to cook new recipes, although I'm not always successful. Now, it's your turn. Please, say your name out loud. Wonderful. Now, tell me a little bit about yourself. What are your hobbies or interests? What do you do for work or for your studies? Speak it out loud in English. Don't worry about perfect sentences. Just try. For example, you could say, "My name is Zara, I am a student. In my free time, I like watching movies and playing video games. I am learning English to travel." Now, you try. You can pause the video if you need a moment to think. Try to say at least 3 or 4 sentences about yourself. Excellent. That's a fantastic start. The more you talk about yourself, the easier it becomes. Now, let's talk about our homes. I will describe my home, and then you can describe yours. I live in a small apartment in the city. It has 1 living room, a kitchen, 1 bedroom, and a small balcony where I keep some plants. My favorite room is the living room because it has a big, comfortable sofa and a large window with a nice view of the street. It's not a big place, but it's very cozy. Now, it's your turn. Tell me about your home. Do you live in a house or an apartment? How many rooms does it have? What is your favorite room? Try to describe it in English. For practice, you could start like this. I live in a house with my family. It has 3 bedrooms. My favorite room is the kitchen because we all cook together there. Now, you go ahead and speak out loud. That's great. Describing places you know well is a perfect way to practice using adjectives and prepositions. Next, let's talk about daily routines. I will tell you about my typical day, and then you can tell me about yours. I'm an early bird, so I usually wake up around 6 a.m. The first thing I do is drink a large glass of water. Then, I do some stretching for about 15 minutes to wake up my body. I have breakfast at 7 a.m., which is usually oatmeal with fruits and a cup of black coffee. I start my work at 8:30 a.m. I work from home, so my office is just in the next room. I take a break for lunch at 1 p.m. I like to have a light lunch, like a salad or a sandwich. In the afternoon, I continue with my work until about 5:30 p.m. In the evening, I like to unwind. Sometimes I go for a run, or I call a friend. I have dinner around 7:30 p.m., and then I read a book or watch a documentary before going to bed around 10:30 p.m. Now it's your turn. Tell me about your daily routine. What time do you usually wake up? What do you have for breakfast? What do you do during the day? For practice, you can repeat my sentences and just change the details. For example, I wake up at 7:30 in the morning. For breakfast, I have toast and juice. I go to my university at 9 a.m. In the evening, I study and listen to music. Try to say it all out loud now. Fantastic work. You're doing so well. Now, let's practice a simple conversation you might have when you meet a new person. Repeat after me. Hello, how are you doing? I'm doing great, thank you. How about you? Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you too. What's your name? My name is Zara. Where are you from? I'm from the United States. And you, where do you live now? I live in a city called Portland. It's known for its parks and rainy weather. Now it's your turn. Answer those questions about yourself out loud. Where are you from? Where do you live now? Perfect. Let's imagine we are at a grocery store and you need help finding something. You can be the customer and I'll be the store employee. I will start *hello. Welcome. Can I help you with anything? Now you answer. You can say, yes, please. I am looking for the pasta. I will say, of course. It's in aisle 5, next to the sauces. And you can reply, great, thank you so much. I say, you're very welcome. Let me know if you need anything else. Well done. These short role plays are very useful. Let's try another one. Imagine you are calling a restaurant to order a pizza for takeout. I will be the restaurant employee. I'll start. Good evening, Pizza Palace. How can I help you? Now you answer. You could say, hi, I'd like to place an order for pickup. I'll say, certainly. What would you like to order? You can say, I'll have 1 large pepperoni pizza, please. I'll say, okay, 1 large pepperoni. Anything else for you? You say, no, that will be all. Thank you. And I'll say, all right. Your order will be ready in about 20 minutes. Excellent. You see? You are already practicing real-life English conversations now. Let's talk about food. Food is a wonderful topic for conversation. I'll tell you about my favorite foods, and then you can talk about yours. I love food from all over the world, but if I had to choose a favorite, it would be Mexican food. I love tacos, burritos, and guacamole. I enjoy the mix of fresh and spicy flavors. I also really enjoy Japanese food, especially sushi and ramen. For a sweet treat, I can never say no to a warm chocolate brownie with a scoop of vanilla ice cream now. What about you? What are your favorite foods? Do you prefer sweet or savory food? Say them out loud. You can say, I really like Italian food. My favorite dish is chicken curry. I love eating fresh fruit. For dessert, I like apple pie. Keep going and say as many sentences as you can about food you like. Now, let's practice a conversation about food. I'll start. What's your favorite type of food? You answer, good. Now, I'll say, oh, that sounds delicious. Do you cook it yourself, or do you prefer to eat it at a restaurant? You reply, then I'll say, that's nice. I should try that sometime. You are doing an amazing job. Now let's switch topics and talk about hobbies. Hobbies are what we do for fun in our free time. As I mentioned, I love photography. I find it very relaxing to walk around and look for interesting things to capture with my camera. I also enjoy hiking. Being in nature, surrounded by trees and fresh air, helps me feel calm and refreshed. On quiet evenings, I like to play the guitar a little bit. Now, it's your turn. Tell me about your hobbies. What do you enjoy doing? Say it in English. You can say, I enjoy reading books. I like to play football with my friends. My hobby is painting. I spend my free time gardening. I love to binge-watch series on Netflix. Now, let's have a short practice conversation about hobbies. I'll start. So, what do you do for fun? You answer, good. Now I'll ask, that's interesting. How long have you been doing that? You can reply, I started a few years ago, or it's a new hobby for me. Then I'll say, that's great. It's so important to have a hobby you enjoy. Now you can repeat the whole conversation by yourself. Great work. Now, let's practice asking for help politely. It's a very important skill. Repeat after me, excuse me, could you help me, please? I'm sorry to bother you, but could you tell me what time it is? I'm a little lost. Can you show me where the train station is on this map? Could you do me a favor? Now, let's imagine you need help carrying something heavy. You see me and you can say, excuse me, could you please give me a hand with these bags? They are very heavy. I would reply, of course. No problem at all. Where are you heading? You can say, just to that car over there. Thank you so much. Repeat this conversation out loud. Now, let's practice describing things. Look around the room you are in. What do you see? I'll go first. I see a wooden desk. I see a black laptop. I see a tall lamp in the corner. I see a blue coffee mug on my desk. There are several books on a shelf. Now, you try. Look around and name the things you see. You can say, I see a bed. I see a white wall. I see a window. I see a green plant. I see my phone. Just list everything you can. This is a great vocabulary builder. Very good. Now let's move on to talking about the weather. This is probably the most common topic for small talk in English. Let's practice some sentences. You can repeat after me. It's a beautiful, sunny day. The sky is so blue and clear. It's raining heavily outside. You should take an umbrella. It's a bit chilly today. I need a jacket. It's very windy. The weather is so hot and humid. I hope it doesn't snow tomorrow. Now, look out your window. What is the weather like where you are? Describe it in English. You can say, here, it is cloudy, or, it is very sunny and hot today. Let's practice a conversation. I'll be Alex, and you can be my neighbor. I'll start. Hello. A bit cold today, isn't it? Now, you answer. You can say, yes, it is. I had to wear my winter coat. Now, I'll say, me too. They say it might snow this evening. You can reply, oh really? I hope not. I have to drive later. Perfect. Now you try to have a short weather conversation. By yourself, excellent. Now, let's practice talking about travel. I'll tell you about a place I'd love to visit, and then you can tell me about yours. I would love to visit Japan one day. I am fascinated by the culture, the history, and of course, the food. I would like to see the temples in Kyoto, experience the busy city life in Tokyo, and see the beautiful Mount Fuji. I think it would be an incredible trip. Now, it's your turn. Tell me about a place you want to visit. Is it a city, a country, a mountain, or a beach? Say it in English. You can say, I want to visit Paris. I would love to go to the beaches in Thailand. My dream is to see the pyramids in Egypt. I want to take a road trip across my own country. Speak out loud about a place you dream of visiting. Let's have a quick travel conversation. I'll start. Do you enjoy traveling? You answer. Now I'll say, what's the most beautiful place you have ever visited? You can reply, I think the most beautiful place was. Or, I haven't traveled much, but I'd love to see. Then I'll say, that sounds amazing. I hope you get to travel there soon. Now you repeat the conversation. Very good. Next, let's practice talking about your job or studies. It's a very common question when you meet someone. I'll go first. As a language coach, I work with students from all over the world. I help them improve their speaking and listening skills. The best part of my job is seeing my students gain confidence. It's very rewarding. Now it's your turn. What do you do? Are you a student or do you have a job? Talk about it in English. You can say, I am an engineer. I work for a big company. I am studying history at the university. I work as a nurse in a hospital. I like helping people. I am currently looking for a job. Let's practice a conversation about work. I'll start. So, what do you do for a living? You answer. Now I'll say, oh, that's interesting. Do you enjoy it? You can reply, yes, I love it, or, it's okay, but it can be stressful. Then I'll say, I can imagine. What's one thing you like about your job/studies? Now repeat the conversation one more time. Excellent work so far. Now let's talk about family. Family is an important part of life. I have a small family. It's just my parents and my older sister. My sister is a graphic designer and she lives in a different city, so we don't see each other very often, but we talk on the phone every week. My parents live in the countryside. We are a close family and we love spending holidays together. Now it's your turn. Tell me about your family. You can say, I have a big family. I have 2 brothers and 1 sister. My father is a businessman. My mother is a homemaker. I am an only child. Let's practice a family conversation. I'll start. Do you have any brothers or sisters? You answer. Now I'll say, and what do your parents do? You reply, then I'll say, that's nice. Do you all live together? Great. Now repeat the conversation one more time. All right, now let's practice expressing likes and dislikes. It's useful to know different ways to say you like or don't like something. Repeat after me. I love. I love drinking coffee in the morning. I enjoy going for long walks. I'm a big fan of jazz music. I'm really into watching documentaries. Now for dislikes, I don't like spicy food. I'm not a fan of horror movies. I'm not keen on waking up early on weekends. I can't stand being stuck in traffic. Now it's your turn. Say one thing you like and one thing you dislike, using these phrases. For example, I'm a big fan of football, but I'm not keen on cold weather. Go ahead, wonderful. You're speaking so well. Let's move on to making plans. This is a very practical skill. Imagine you want to invite a friend to see a movie. Let's practice. I'll start the conversation. Hey, are you free on Saturday evening? You can reply, I think so. Why, what's up? I'll say, I was thinking of going to see that new action movie. Do you want to come? You can say, oh, I'd love to. What time? I'll say, how about the 7 p.m. show? You can say, sounds perfect. Let's do it. Now, practice this conversation again, but this time, imagine you are busy. When I ask, are you free on Saturday evening? You can reply, oh, I'm sorry, I'm busy on Saturday. I already have plans. How about Sunday? Practice these dialogues. They are very useful. Next, let's talk about health and fitness. It's important to talk about how we feel and how we take care of ourselves. I'll start. To stay healthy, I try to exercise 3 or 4 times a week. I usually go for a run or do a workout at home. I also try to eat a balanced diet with lots of fruits and vegetables. And I make sure to drink plenty of water throughout the day. Now, it's your turn. What do you do to stay healthy? You can say, I go for a walk every day. I play sports to stay fit. I try to sleep for 8 hours every night. I avoid eating too much sugar. Now, let's practice a conversation you might have at a doctor's office. Imagine you are making an appointment over the phone. I'll be the receptionist. Good morning, Dr. Smith's office. How can I help you? You can say, hello, I'd like to make an appointment to see the doctor. I'll say, okay. Have you been here before? You can say, yes, I have. I'll ask, and what is the reason for your visit? You can say, I have a bad cold and a headache. I'll say, I see. We have an opening tomorrow at 10 a.m. Does that work for you? You say, yes, that's perfect. Thank you. Great job. Let's talk about technology. We all use it every day. I'll start. I use my smartphone a lot. I use it to communicate with friends, read the news, listen to podcasts, and take photos. My favorite app is probably my podcast player because I love learning new things while I'm walking or cooking. Now, what about you? How do you use technology? What is your favorite app or device? You can say, I use my laptop for my studies. I love playing games on my tablet. My favorite app is Instagram because I like sharing photos. Let's practice a short conversation. Are you a big fan of technology? You answer. What's one device you can't live without? You reply. Me too. I think I'd be lost without my phone. Excellent. Finally, let's talk about your favorite things. This is a fun and easy way to practice. I'll go first. My favorite color is dark green. My favorite season is autumn, because I love the cool weather and the colors of the leaves. My favorite animal is a dog. My favorite kind of music is indie rock. My favorite movie is The Lord of the Rings. Now it's your turn. Tell me about your favorite things. What is your favorite color? Your favorite season? Your favorite animal? Your favorite type of music? Your favorite movie or book? Say them all out loud. You have done an absolutely amazing job today. We've talked about so many different topics. You have practiced listening, speaking, repeating, and answering questions for a long time. This is how you improve. Remember, consistency is the key to learning a language. Try to practice a little bit every day. Thank you so much for joining me today at English Listening and Speaking Practice YouTube channel. I hope you found this session helpful and relaxing. Keep up the great work, and I look forward to practicing with you again soon. Goodbye for now.